Hello, my name is Walter Unglaub, and this is How Did Newton Use Geometry to Study the Motion of the Planets? So, when making an observation in the skies and tracking the planets, one can track the distance by which the planets move over time. And what Newton did was he assumed this notion of a central force between all the celestial bodies in the heavens. And this central force acts upon these bodies that orbit at different angular speeds. So, for example, body 1 will have an angular speed omega 1, and body 2 will have an angular speed omega 2. Now, he was able to derive this one general formula that relates in polar coordinates the trajectories of the various celestial bodies. So that equation can be formulated as F2, the force on body 2, as a function of its radial distance, minus the force on 1, so these are the central forces acting on the orbiting planets, and this difference is equal to the angular momentum of body 1, which we're examining, squared, divided the mass of body 2 times the distance between the center and body 1 cubed, so we have an inverse cube law here, times 1 minus k squared, where k is a factor that relates the respective angular velocities of the celestial bodies in question. So you can think of k as the ratio of omega 2 over omega 1. And depending on the value of k, if k squared is either greater than or less than 1, then this difference in forces would either be attractive or repulsive. And you could utilize this equation to study the different trajectories in polar coordinates of the bodies as they orbit in elliptical or circular orbits. My name is Walter Unglaub, and this is How Did Newton Use Geometry to Study the Motion of the Planets?